Well, if you haven't heard yet, I am a dad, and this is Brooklyn Ray Riley. She is 7 pounds and 4 ounces and 19 3/4 inches at the time of birth. She was born at 7:53 and on Saturday, on January 4th. So, little backstory for those who have been asking and trying to get a little bit of a scoop. So, this weekend, well, first of all, Brooklyn was expected to be born on January 25th, so 3 weeks from now. And I had scheduled a masterclass shoot for 360 Sportsman to go out and film wilderness survival with Lindsay Persico out in Lewiston, Idaho. And so we live here in Rexburg now, and that's about 6 hours away. So I thought, well, okay, maybe 7 hours, but well, actually it's 8 or 9 hours. So I thought, well, it's 3 weeks away. This could be one of the last shoots I do before having the baby. So we'll just give it a shot and try it out. So on Thursday, Alexis started to have back pain and was having some contractions or Braxton Hicks, but we didn't really think much of it because we had just got back from Spokane, so we're like, it's nothing too crazy. The next day, she had a chiropractor appointment, right, on Friday. I had a chiropractor appointment on Friday. We had also seen the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, you should be good to go out of town. Don't worry about it. We're like, okay, cool. So we just kind of hang out for Friday. We do a little date night. We get some Domino's pizza, and of course we just down the pizza, and that was awesome. And then later, Alexis starts having some more back pain and some more frontal pain, and she's just like, we're just like, is it because you went to the chiropractor? Oh, is it because the pizza, so maybe just ate a lot? And we're like, it's nothing significant. Really, the idea of contractions and having a baby was not, or going into labor was not on the mind at all. So it's Friday going into Saturday, and I need to get up at 3 a.m. or I need to get up at 2 a.m. and go leave for Lewiston at 3 a.m. And from the time of going to bed to me leaving, Alexis was really restless. Woke up multiple times throughout the night, couldn't get the sleep that she needed, and it was just a lot of pain and stuff. Prior to going to bed, it was just kind of nice. It was just kind of a really surreal moment. I was giving Alexis some neck massages and foot massages because she redeemed an hour-long massage that I had promised her. And so we were just kind of talking, and it's just this time has been so wonderful, these last 3 years, being able to just focus on preparing for a family and spending lots of time together, and just how special that was. Just a really surreal moment, but it totally felt like the ending of the episode, and a new episode was just about to start. And so right before going to bed, she gets her massages, and then within just an hour is when things start ramping up. And so I'm packing, getting ready to leave around 2 a.m. and need to head out the door. So she's just not really doing well, so I give her a blessing right before I go. And then after I go, I'm on the road, and she calls me, and she's just like, it's just not, I don't feel good, and you just don't think anything crazy is going on, right? It's just it's just those darn Braxton Hicks or whatever. And she's just anxiety is high, and my anxiety is getting high. Usually I don't get a lot of anxiety with that kind of stuff, and just try to stay calm. But I had that feeling in my gut, and I'm on the way to Lewiston, and I have like 8 to 9 hours to drive. So we stay on the phone, we're talking. I go up through Boise, and Alexis is like texting the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, take some Tylenol, drink some water. Okay. So she does that, and still just keeps coming. And so doctor's like, why don't you come in around 8:50 and we'll go ahead and check. So I drive up through the pass between Boise and Lewiston, and I don't have service. And she goes in the doctor. As I'm driving along, like, the sun is just like so gorgeous over the mountains. And I'm like, oh, I should just record a little video, just in case, like, this is just a beautiful morning for a baby to be born kind of thing. But yeah, that wouldn't actually happen today. Yeah, I just had this, like, it was just the feeling that, like, I'm not going to be filming this course with Lindsay today. It's just not going to happen. So Alexis goes into the clinic and gets checked, and the doctor's like, you need to call your husband and tell him to turn around. And Alexis is like, why? What am I at? And she's like, you're dilated at a 5, almost a 6. And so she called me. I flipped the car around, and I'm 6 hours away. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. I gotta get there. And so a friend from church, Corey, is so helpful, helps Alexis get to the hospital, gets the bag. Alexis had packed her bag right before going to the clinic, so she was ready to go. And goes to the hospital, gets checked in, and I'm just like driving as fast as I can. I won't say how fast I was driving, but I was driving quickly and staying on the phone as much as I can with Alexis. I'm calling family. They put an epidural in pretty much as soon as Alexis gets here, just to try to start like slowing things down and buying time. But she gets checked in the hospital between like 10 to 11. And if they wouldn't have put the epidural in, then baby could have come like early afternoon. And we needed to buy time until 3:30 on Saturday. So I'm driving, I'm going as quickly as I can. And I finally get there to the hospital, and Alexis needs to go to the bathroom, and baby needs to come out. It's 3:30. Water wasn't broken, anything like that. They kept everything held well together. And as soon as I arrive, they break the water, and we all started putting up predictions on the board of what time baby's gonna come. So Nurse Claire says 5:45. The OB, Dr. Nordman, says 6:15. Alexis says 6, and then I said 7 o'clock. And so Alexis is pushing and just kind of waiting for baby to come down. And baby comes down, everything's going really well. She pushes really well, and for like an hour. And I am holding her leg, and we're just waiting. And each time passes by, from 5:45 to 6 to 6:15, and they're like, oh wow, she's coming in at 7. 7 passes, and then around 7:53 is when she's born. And it was a really cool experience. Alexis was super just tired and out of it, but as soon as baby came out, it was really cool actually, because I got to see baby's head just as it was coming out there, just this little patch on top. So it was kind of fun just watching. And then she came out, and put her up on Alexis's chest, and then got to cut the cord, recorded that, of course. And then from there we kind of just chilled, and Saturday was just trying to get like rest and figure out that first night. We woke up multiple times throughout the night, baby crying, and it was a very distinct cry that, like, normally I'm pretty good at sleeping through things, but yeah, baby's cry woke me right up. So we went through Sunday just trying to figure out like feeding and getting used to that. Lots of phone calls from family, lots of really nice family texts. I'm tired, Alexis is tired. And then yesterday I went home and got everything all cleaned up and ready to go. So but yeah, Brooklyn, she's just such a good little baby. Like, obviously a week from now things could be crazy and chaos, but for now this is just wonderful. She's just sleeping a lot. She got her first bath yesterday. What else, Alexis? Anything? I've had lots of nurses. She passed all her screenings and all her tests with flying colors. And we have really enjoyed all the support and all the prayers, and appreciate everything. All the gifts and the baby showers that were put together for Alexis. All the family that came together and have been there virtually from afar, and also those that are more local. It's just been, we just feel a lot of love and appreciation from family and for family. And so thank you so much for all of it. It's been really helpful, and I didn't expect to be filming my baby on Saturday, but it was the best master class we could have filmed. So, but wilderness survival is pretty cool too, especially with Lindsay. So I appreciated her being so supportive and just like, go, turn around, get back home. It just made the whole experience a fun thing. So how long I drove on Saturday? I drove about 12, 13 hours from 3 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. I was just in the car the whole time, and Alexis is doing really well. She's really sore, but the soreness is kind of dying down. She's got some medicines to help out. Baby's starting to figure out how to eat and is on a pretty consistent feeding schedule. We're getting out of the hospital here at 12-ish, and after we get home, we got some family coming into town kind of throughout the next couple of weeks and just checking in and hanging out with us. So we definitely don't feel lonely and won't feel lonely, and we're just enjoying this little girl and all her snuggles. So that's kind of the full update of what happened this last weekend. Whether or not you watch the full thing that's up to you, but I just wanted to record it and just put it all out there so I don't forget of how awesome of an experience it's been, and how just like how beautiful it is to do and to go through. And like, I'm a person that has a lot of things on my mind, and gets occupied with a lot of different projects, and to just like slow down to a halt and to focus on this last weekend has just been a real treat, and something for myself to remind me of for the future, to slow down and to just always like be careful about family time and making sure that that's a priority. So if you're in the same boat there, just a reminder. But we love this little girl. She's just such an angel. I just can't stop kissing her and snuggling her. We've had some good diaper changes already, and we like to sing lullabies and do those kind of things, listen to soft piano music, and she loves her sound machine. Jason, my stepdad, will tell me that that's not that's horrible and corrupt of a thing to do to my child. But to him, I say, every child needs a sound machine. I'm just messing with Jason, but yeah, it's a good way, at least for me, to be able to move around without feeling like I'm disturbing her and I can make noise. So anyways, we love everyone. We love you guys. And we're just grateful for baby Brooklyn and that she made it here safely and that that you guys were a part of the experience. So if I haven't got to any of your messages or haven't reached out, I'm trying to just go through a lot of notifications. So bear with me here, and I hope to be able to get to your messages soon. And we love you guys. We'll see ya.